number 12 is Mike Cullen. All right. And it's Mike's first time here, I believe, so let's give him a warm welcome. All right.
Glad to see all you here. I'm in a good mood. It's hard to get support nowadays. I open the refrigerator and the food says, "Mike, we've told you this 1,000 times. You're supposed to knock first." I have a lot of friends who walk around with food not bombed shirts on, and they feel that they're a little miffed. They feel that no one listens to them, and I'm here to say to them that, surprisingly enough, their government has been listening to them, but it's sort of one of those good news, bad news kind of deals. The government has collected all that tuna fish that the dolphins got into by mistake and turned it over to the Air Force, which has discovered that if you drop cans of tuna fish in someone's head from 10,000 feet, it will change their behavior. Well, you have to be patient with me. I'll admit right in front of everyone, I am a comedian, but I'm not like those other comedians that you see at comedy places. I'm not junked on cocaine. I'm just as tired as you are, so you have to be patient with me. And also, you have to give me credit because English is not my native language. I did not grow up speaking English. My parents abandoned me in the woods as a child, and I was raised by wolves. And the wolves were Orthodox and they only spoke Yiddish. So I did have a kosher motorcycle, a Yamaha 450, on the back instead of, I had a mezuzah instead of a sissy bar, and I did ride with the Jewish gang, the Hell's Bagels. I've got one of those freezers in my basement. I've got an entire cow in here. I like my milk really cold. Well, I wasn't always a comedian. I used to have a job. I was in real estate. I had a job as a salesman selling pre-lubricated condos. And it's not as easy as it sounds, because you open the front door and you step inside and boom, you're flat on your back with a broken leg. They were pre-lubricated condos. Just checking. And then I had, well, for a while I had my own religion. I was a Swami. I could show you how that went. That was a lot of fun. Good evening, and welcome to Inward Bound. During the next 2 weeks, we will be claiming the mountains inside ourselves. Now I'm going to give you your mantra. This is your mantra and your mantra alone, so do not tell anyone else. Now repeat after me, lime jello. No, repeat after me, lime jello. No, repeat after me, lime jello. Good, I knew you could. One of the things that comedians like to do is quick impressions, and I'm no exception, so I'll do a few for you. I'd like to do my favorite commercial. We'll just get right into the nasty stuff right away. My favorite TV commercial. Motel hell? What's this ugly film doing in my mouth? Underage catfish watching an X-rated movie. And now, by absolutely no demand at all, mind eating a peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich. Venus de Milo hitchhiking. Save whales! Save whales! Save whales! Everybody's going, save whales! So I get this humpback whale, and I bring it down to the bay bank, but they couldn't care less. Get this heap of blubber out of here, is what they said. Another job I had was working for an advertising agency, taking 30-second commercials, and we boiled them down to 5 seconds. And then we record them in super slow motion, so that later on, when they show on TV and you fast forwarded through it, it would come out just the same. Does anyone remember Puritan furniture? Okay, just 2 people, the hell with it. Does anyone remember Jordan furniture? Yeah, see, there used to be like these two guys with funny voices in Waltham. Now they're like the Empire in Star Wars. You know, they're like the furniture world, the furniture that ate the universe. It used to be fun. My favorite practical joke was to go into the furniture department at Jordan Marsh and say, okay, show me a waterbed. And they'd say, waterbeds? We don't have waterbeds. And I'd say, oh no, I confuse you with Jordan Furniture of Waltham. What would Barry and Elliot say? I just mentioned Jordan Marsh and Jordan Furniture because that's one of those things that you have around that make Boston unique. They're just things that you find in the Boston area that you can't find anywhere else. Another thing, and this is also for some reason furniture related, in the Boston area you find people driving around in a snowstorm with large pieces of furniture on top of their car. And they won't be moving. They're just, oh look honey, the cat being on the couch again. What do you say we put it on top of the car and go for a drive in the country? Wow, what a great idea. The couch hasn't been out of the house for 6 months now. It'll really appreciate going for a drive. And one last thing that you'll only find in the Boston area that makes this place unique. Radio astrologers. You turn on the radio, you're on your way to work, and well frankly, I see a lot of preppies here tonight, so I better explain what work is. Work is this place you have to go to in the morning, and you can't leave until the streetlights come on. It's a lot like daycare for grown-ups. So anyway, you're on your way to work in the morning, listening to the radio, this muffin comes on and says, oh, I get today at 3, nothing will get done. Venus and Mercury in 270-degree trine with Mars. Uranus is retrograde. It's a terrible day. Big deal. But you're catching up on your sleep at your desk. And there's your boss. All right, Kramer. Where's the quarterly report? It's due this afternoon. It won't get done today, boss. Today's a 3. Mercury and Venus are in 270-degree trine with Mars, and my anus is retrograde. What do you want from me? Well, thank you very much.
There's Mike Cohen. Thank you, Mike.